Deep Purple at the Boston Garden.
Holy
the
shit.
Burn tour. Yeah, 74, man. It's funny because our guitar player of Psycho, Johnny X, was actually at that same show that same night. So it was weird. I didn't know him or nothing. I don't remember seeing him or nothing, but he was there. I don't know where I bought it, but I remember the first album I ever bought, let's see, was the Turtles. And the only reason I bought it because they had these like naked chicks fucking floating around. And you could see their tits. I swear that was really all. But the first album I ever owned, my parents gave to me, and it was actually Nancy Sinatra. These boots are made for walking. I still have it. In the early days when I was a kid, I mean, we were listening to, WRKO was like, the main rock station, but it was just, the shittiest rock. And then this friend of mine, Mel, told me about, there's other college stations that they didn't play any commercials. You check it out, some crazy music. Like, okay, no commercials? Hell yeah. And I just started listening to it, and it was, underground Boston bands and things like that, the early day stuff, Unnatural Acts and bands that never got any, album deals or whatever, like the Girls and La Peste and stuff like that. We started going to like these random clubs that were pretty seedy. So it's kind of, I'd go with either one friend or sometimes I'd just go by myself because I just wanted to check other bands out. And I liked the bands, and it was weird the way things started out. I didn't really, you'd actually get to the club and you'd probably see someone, oh, hey, man, and you end up talking with the people and this and that and talking about things. And next thing you know, like, a lot of the people. And that's pretty much how it started, going to these like seedy clubs like the Space. It's kind of like a gay club, I guess, during the day, some kind of like art project kind of weird thing or something. And at night they had shows or whatever, but whatever. I don't care. Do whatever you want, I don't care about anyone's whatever they're doing, But it was pretty cool. It was like, but a seedy area of, Boston, business district that, I don't know. I was a youngster. I don't know. It was like going to CBGB's for the first time. It was like, ooh, wow. I was, kind of scared. You were behind, you were like a little guy in the big friggin' city. We had this gig at this place. We were opening up for, I think it was Gangstar Posse. So I'm like, they're just about to get big. They just got a record deal. And they're a massive rap band. And this band Bulge come out, and they're all dressed like women and weird wigs. And Seth came up with like a barbecue apron, Satan's Warriors barbecue apron, and pulled his pants down. So he had nothing on except for the apron, basically. And I think it was Tim. I don't know if it was really Tim or it might have been Mike. No, actually, Mike introduced us. Code open, and he was naked and just said Bulge on his stomach. But that was one of the good times. Like, Seth sang a bunch of songs with us while we were all jumping around, breaking stereos and just fucking yelling, fuck you, and shit like that. Seth had the apron on, the Satan's Warriors apron. So that was kind of fun. I played there a bunch of times. There was some great classic shows. Saw Slayer on a Tuesday night the first time. Seen them on their first tour or whatever, second tour or something.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Nuclear Assault. Had like, it was totally sold out, but mad, like the biggest slamming pit ever in the club. The whole club was like, it was nuts. Like the biggest slamming pit I think I've ever seen. Pretty cool. Yeah. And we've seen some great bands there, like UK Subs. I don't know if you want me to, but some classic shows. Misfits
Yeah,
we
yeah,
saw
yeah.
there, you know, SSD Control, DYS played there, but mostly like huge bands. The place hold like 1,100 people, so they had to be big. Like Psycho played there, Cancerous Growth played there a couple times. We backed up like Danzig one time, Suicidal Tendencies one time, Exploited.
Wow. Hell
And they
yeah.
were all sold out. It was like a Tuesday night or Wednesday night, 1,100 people. Really pretty cool. It was good for the old days. No, I don't know. There must be something.
That's fucking great. That's perfect. That's fucking perfect answer.
There must be something. Okay, I could say, I don't know if it's a heartwarming kind of thing, but like in the early days, we just met GG, and he was, you know, he was breaking into the Boston scene and stuff, and he was doing things, and but he always tried to get connections and we're talking with people and stuff like that. So I never saw GG till like I think it was 84, late 84 or 85, I think it was. And we were talking to him. I was doing a radio show and I was telling him that, and like, oh, he gave me an album and this and that, and just became friends with him ever since then, you know, all the way up to pretty much the end, you know. So one of the times when, you know, we were just starting to know him and stuff, he just did things to like fuck with other people, but like didn't fuck with us for some reason. I don't know, but it worked like that. But this one time we were at this giant gig with like 50 bands playing, and he's hanging out with this chick, this and that. He's, you know, normal, whatever. You don't see him for about another 15 minutes. He goes back and he's all of a sudden loaded. Him and the chick, stumbling around, fucking throwing shit. And the next thing you know, like all these drum sets are set up in the other room, like they're all fucking all over the ground, except mine. It's like, wow, dude, you're awesome, man. Shit like that, you know? Like he wasn't a real fucking, like, he wouldn't hug you, nothing like that, you know? But there were things that he'd do. Like, he'd fuck with you. If you know what I mean? If he liked you, he messed with you. It was one of your friends. He fucked with me a lot. And we all like just laughed. It's a good fucking time. Like, offered me X-Lax one time when we were going to play a gig. Hey, Charlie, what's up, Candy? Yeah, sure. Yeah, what the fuck? X-Lax, fuck you, dude. All right, I'll eat two of them, man.